Surprise followers! I am jumping on today to try out something new. I'm going to run the Facebook Live tonight, and then I'm going to jump on and download the Facebook Live. Just kind of checking in to see that I have questions so that I can see what I'm doing over here. So that's good. I've got it if you pop in. Then I'm going to download the video and post it to YouTube, something new for me, and share it over on YouTube. I have 40 members in my stamp club, and every month we gather this week, and it goes on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There are 11 time slots, and members, I have 40 members, they can pick their time slot, and they can choose which time that they want to come, and they make 3 projects. I also have fallen a tiny bit short of my quarterly goals. I am $300 away from earning a $250 bonus, and I would like to not have to buy $300 worth of product, so I thought that I would have a little fun and run a special and give my long distance customers the opportunity to jump on the club bandwagon just for this month. And if it works out, I'll start to do this once a month. So kind of fun. So my ordering special is going to be, if you order $25 on the host code, and I'll show you that once the creative portion starts, you'll get the pre-cut cardstock and ribbon for this month's club projects. And there's 3 projects, and you'll be able to see them better when I flip the camera. But there are 3 really pretty cards, and they use a couple of stamp sets, and I'll get into all of that in a minute. But if you spend at least $25 in my store, I'll send you the pre-cut cardstock, ribbon, embellishments, everything that you need to make the 3 projects. What you would need is stamps and ink. If you don't have the specific stamp set that I use, you can definitely substitute with stuff that you have. So if you're here, go ahead and say hi, because I love seeing everybody. Hi, Tina. I think I see you. Go ahead and leave me some comments. And if you want to share my video, at the end of the video, I will do a drawing and send 5 cards to somebody who shared my video. So that's kind of cool. So for my normal club members, Celebration is going to continue. So club members are used to placing an order every month, and 1 month they get host benefits. So this month it's kind of special. I'm going to say if they spend $50, I have a special celebration basket here in the studio that I'll let them pick out of when they attend club. And that basket is going to stay there right until I run out of celebration items. So I have all sorts of things in there, card kits and stamp sets and stuff. So, but online orders, if you spend $25, I'll send you the projects for 3 cards. Hi, Shannon. And if you spend $50, I'll send you the 3 cards plus an embellishment. And every time you add on another $25, I'm going to send you an embellishment. And what I mean by that is, I cleaned the studio this week. I don't know if you can see, it's all pretty. Well, I have a whole bunch of brand new retired embellishments, and they're beautiful. They're like stars and dots and all kinds of fun things. So I will just pick whatever I can find out of that and send you that. So if you have anything like in your order that I see matches, I will pick an embellishment that goes with. So let's jump in. I want to show you the 3 stamp sets, and just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to switch cameras. So I'm going to take the camera and put it up. Don't get dizzy. I'm going to switch over to the table view. Okay, you guys ready? Yay! Hi, Susan. All right, here we go. Not too bad. Move my computer over. I'm sorry you're going to see my computer too, but so these projects happen to use these 3 stamp sets. Bokeh dots, which is a background, and the dandelion wishes are used on 2 of the projects. And then I used the healing wishes on the 3rd project. We'll jump right in. And I'm going to start with my favorite of the 3 projects. Now, I wonder if I can get this any closer. Oh, look, I did. I don't know if I can make it smaller again, but that'll be interesting to see. Anyway, so these are the projects that we're going to make in Stamp Club this week. And all of the projects, when they get to Club, come pre-cut and pre-embossed. So this is what your project would look like. I want to zoom back out a little bit. Oh, I'm back out. That's okay. Let's just use the whole table. So you get all of these pieces, and if you're wondering, yes, we pre-cut all of these for you today. I had a little help from my husband, who wants to go away on vacation for a one-day vacation tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. So this one is using the Healing Wishes stamp set. I'm sorry, Healing Hugs. And it's a very awesome 3D looking flower that comes in the set. And you really just have to ink it up and stamp it, and it looks absolutely awesome. Now, I've had a couple of people with the new ink pads that have been telling me that they've been having trouble opening them. So I'm just going to show you. They open kind of like a makeup compact. So you lift straight up, and you might have to like tap it to get it started, but then it slides right in. To close it, I had some of, especially I have a couple of older customers that said that they didn't have the strength in their fingers to close it. So normally I just grab this end and push it back down. But if that's not working because of whatever reason, if it's new or if it's snug or whatever, you can use your finger on this end to kind of push at the same time that you pull, so that it'll give you a little bit more, less trouble getting it closed. So I'm going to start with this flower, and it is beautiful when you stamp it. I'm going to ink up and just stamp the image twice to get started. Isn't that pretty? So that's going to be the background on the white part of our card. And then I had these hanging around the studio from another project and then changed my mind. So this ended up being the scrap paper in your packet. It wasn't a circle on purpose, but that's just what I ended up using. And then I'm going to actually stamp my other two pieces that need to be stamped. So that was the Pineapple Punch ink pad, and this one is Shaded Spruce. Again, I'm going to open it like a compact and just slip it in. Hi Lucy, how you doing, honey? So this is a preview for Club, so you'll know exactly what's going on when you come in. Okay, so I'm going to stamp actually I almost stamped it going the wrong way. I'm going to stamp the Sending You Healing Vibes toward the end of my paper. And I made this way too long on purpose. I'm just going to give it a trim at the end. And there's another piece that we just did like cut-offs of scrap paper. And these we're actually going to cut out with scissors. Oh gosh, well see, anything can happen in a live. I've lost my scissors. There they are. So what you're going to do next is pick up your flower, and you're just going to cut this white around the yellow flower. And I like to leave a white border. So if you'll notice, I'm not moving my scissors. Well, I'm opening and closing the blade, but when it comes time to pivot, I pivot the item around my scissor. This means that you're going to have less choppy images. So you'll just cut all the way around this flower, leaving a nice white border. The white border is actually pretty whenever you're cutting things out. It gives your eye some room to breathe. You hate to fussy cut, you could almost leave it on the circle. It's just pretty in itself. But you'd really want to have a place to put the leaves. And we tuck them up behind. So I cut a bigger border and then I tucked in. So I'm just going to... Okay, so that's my yellow flower. It's all cut out. And I did happen to cut out a flower earlier when I was making a sample. And then I lost it on the table, so you don't have to sit through that. We'll just use the one that I pre-cut. Okay, so now I'm going to give this a trim. And we'll get rid of the excess. And now I think we're just about ready to assemble. So I'm going to close up my ink pad because you know that if I don't, that I will make the whole thing fall right in all the ink. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of snail adhesive and put it on the back. If you've never used snail, well, anytime you have a tape dispenser that dispenses double-sided tape, there's a bumpy side and you do bumps up. So you put your finger here. I didn't know that for the first 2 years that I was a stamper. And you just apply a little bit of snail adhesive. And I'm gonna leave a nice tight border here. So I cut it so that there's a 1/16 of an inch border around here. So if you were to get the little packet to go, all of these pieces are going to come pre-cut for you already, like that. Okay, so the back of this flower, I decided that I wanted popped up on dimensionals. Hello from Australia. So good to see you, Sharon. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Celia. Hi, Julie Sullivan. Oh, so Julie, this is a club project, so we're going to be making these 3 projects in club. It's just a preview of what we're doing. There's a few club members that are on vacation this month and they can't be here, so this is kind of like a twofold video. They'll be able to jump on and see. Okay, so next I am going to... I got people texting me. I'm going to add some snail adhesive to the back, and I'm going to use it to tack my ribbon. So I don't have to put anything on my ribbon. This ribbon comes out of a new package, and it's a duo with a ribbon that we're going to use on another card. But this one is the shaded spruce. In a minute I'll walk over and show you both. Oops, didn't stick. Let me see if I have snail there. Yeah, I do. I must not have pushed. So I'm just going to use that to kind of cover the seam where we put the cardstock on the paper. And then I'm going to add this to my next layer. It's all pretty layered up, isn't it? Okay, so if you notice, when I go to put my card down, I look at the 3 small sides, and then I have the paper cut so that it's automatically going to fit the other side. Now these little buggers peel off and they pop the card up nice. It gives a little bit of dimension, so we call them dimensionals. Saw my cousin Kathy on here. Hi, Kathy. Okay, but I am also going to add a little snail. I don't know if I'm going outside the frame there, so I'll just come back up. I'm going to add a little snail to those leaves. And then we're going to tuck them, and it's okay if they pop off the card because we still have to put this on its base. Now, my sentiment is going to be on 2 layers. So I'm going to put a dimensional here to pop up this side. Yes, Julie, that is the new pineapple punch color. And I'm going to add snail to this side. So we've got a lopsided design otherwise. This is all up on dimensionals. So now it's going to just roll over. Oh, you know what? I forgot a layer. Ha, ha, ha. Only on a live. I'm going to lift this up. You won't even know. Well, the people who get it won't know. Unless I send the card to you. All right, let's see. So I'm going to slide that layer in. Whoopsie. Happens. I like that layer too. I don't want it to just so. Oh my goodness. Anything can happen when you go live. I got excited and went ahead. All right. So I'm going to pop this on. I like it a little bit lower than the middle of the V. Somehow if I have something coming out of the middle of my V, it feels more like a snake tongue. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to put that on. Oh, so pretty. And it seems a little longer. I'm going to give it a trim. I want it to be in the right spot. There we go. Okay. So now that we have all of that together, we're going to just add a rhinestone. And if you were to get this kit in the mail, I'll cut off a rhinestone and add it to your kit. The people who come to club in person, they'll just have a mat out with the rhinestones there ready to go. Okay, and this is Whisper White thick cardstock, so it's a nice heavy base. And that's the first project. Isn't it pretty? Yay! Hi, Anne-Marie. Let's see if there's anybody I missed saying hi to. Hi, Lavon. Hi, Doris. My cousin Kathy. Shelly Burton. Hi. Oh, my husband's on. That's really cool. Okay, so let's move on to the next card. So for this card, if you're coming to club, it's awfully pretty. There'll be a extra cardstock on the table for you to punch out after you stamp. If you have the stamp in person and the punch, it's much easier to stamp first and then punch out. But for those of you that are getting the kit to go, I'll actually punch one out for you just in case you don't own that punch. And this one uses the Mossy Meadow ink pad. And let's open it up. I made this card for a swap this week. I made 36 of them in the middle of the week. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to stamp this right on my punched out shape. So you can do this at home if you get the kit to go. If you're here at Stamp Club, well, you won't need to do that. And, oh, I made a mess. I'm going to go again. I smudged. Let me try again. That's why they make two sides to the paper. Much better. Okay, just so that I don't mess up, I'm going to put my adhesive on this side right away. Because how often do you stick down the wrong side? And here is our card pieces. So this all comes pre-done for you. And this is the piece that I'm looking for. We're going to take this punch and cut it straight down the middle. Hey, Diane. Hi, Sandra. Oh, look, you're both here. Oh, how fun. Diane and Sandra used to live here, well, closer to here, and then they both moved to Florida on me, so I don't get to stamp with them in person anymore, but it's so good to see you, girls. Let's see. Okay, so we've got that piece, and all I did was I took snail adhesive and put it on the back of the white after I stamped, and added a little bit of adhesive and stuck it up. And now I'm going to put dimensionals on this layer. And then this one is almost done. It layers together really quick. Okay, so this new floral paper, I just have to tell you, it is so pretty. And this is the other piece of that ribbon that comes in the combo pack. I wish I had the name. It's Petal Pink. They're all brand new colors, so even they're so brand new, I don't even know. Anne-Marie, this is the swap card that we're in together. That's awesome, yes. So you'll be getting this one, and it's simple, so I love that. All right, so this piece of paper is 2 3/4 inches square, and I'm gonna layer this on a vanilla. Oh, that's why I had to cut extra, because I had an extra piece in this one. That's okay. So this piece that I'm layering it on is 3 by 4, and then you just flip it over, and you add some snail adhesive, and we're gonna do the same tip with the ribbon here. So you put the adhesive on the back, run the ribbon across, and then it's ready to pop up onto the next layer without having to do anything fancy with the ribbon. There's no adhesive on the front of my card on the ribbon. Oh, I wish you were here to play too. I hope I'll see you in Orlando though. There's a whole bunch of us going to Orlando for Onstage in November, and I can't wait. Let's see. Okay. So that's the piece as it stands, and then I'm going to peel off the dimensionals and layer this on. And then I just have to attach this to my card front. And then the last piece of this card is just to add the 3 pearls. And again, if you take advantage of the online host special, I'll send you the pre-cut cardstock for these 3 cards, and you have the videos so that you can put them all together. Okay, so we're moving on to the last project, and it wouldn't be new product season if I didn't show you something brand new. I have been playing with my Stamparatus. You might be wondering, what is a Stamparatus? Well, it's this crazy contraption. Here, let's just clean up my table a little bit so I can share with you properly. Might help if I put the card right side up. Geez, it might help if I find the packet. Well, you know, I always say anything can happen on a live. I'm going to just grab another packet. Hang on. So these cards use brand new colors of ink, Balmy Blue, and then an older color, Night of Navy, and then Shimmer White. And where I got the idea for the colors for this card, I was so lost when I first saw the Balmy Blue. I knew that it was pretty, but I just didn't know what I wanted to go with. There is a free download, and I'm going to put this on my blog at CelineKempton.com within the next 24 hours. And you can download these sheets and print them out. Well, what I did was I cut them 3x4, and I got one of these Stampin' Up 6x8 albums and 1 set of page protectors, and then I just trimmed these either 4x6 or 3x4 so that I would have my color coach. So for Balmy Blue, here it is. They suggested Night of Navy and Granny Apple Green as the first color combination, and I'm kind of a simple girl, so I just picked 2 colors instead of 3. And this book, by the way, I made 2 of them. I made 3 of them total. I made 1 for myself, and then I made 2 more. 1 for Michelle Arini in North Carolina, and 1 for Songsuck Duncan in California. They are both Silver Elite demonstrators on my team, and I wanted them to feel a little bit of extra special. Okie doke. So, this is the Stamparatus. I have these stamps preloaded for my club members so that when they come, all they need to do is take the pre-cut paper and line it up like this. And I'm going to use the magnet just to make sure that my paper doesn't move and it's not going to interfere with my stamp. And next I'm going to ink up. I'm going to open the Balmy Blue ink pad and ink up this stamp. This is a stamp from the bokeh dots stamp set. Geez, I really need to start to learn these names. Okay, so I'm going to just take this and close the door. Now, if by chance my image didn't come out perfectly, I would have perfect placement that I could ink up and go again, but it looks great. To take out or to put back these doors, you have to hold this at a 90-degree angle and lift. So in order for it to come out, it has to be standing up straight up and down. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute, and then I'm going to bring in the next element of my card. So I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to go the other way. So I'm going to use the other door side. I don't want to go off the frame here. So now I'm going to open the Night of Navy and stamp right on top of what I just stamped. Hi, Candy. So good to see you, girl. Okay, so I got smushy ink on the outside of my stamp. It's not going to matter. If I got, you know, ink on this area, it's going to be okay because it's perfect placement every time. I love it. So I'm going to add a little pressure to the top. Oh my goodness, it came out great. Now, if I did miss, I know that this is in exactly the same place. So if for some reason something didn't come out right, well, I could just ink up and stamp again, and it would stamp right in the same exact place, which I love. So then, to finalize these cards, I just have to put them together with a little bit of snail adhesive, and you've already seen me do that. So I can say good night for tonight. Again, there is that host special. If you spend $25 in my store, I will send you the pre-cut cardstock and ribbon and rhinestones and pearls that you need to assemble your projects. Plus, for every additional $25, I'm going to send you a surprise in the mail. And just for sharing this, if you click share and share my video, I will do a drawing in about 10 minutes and do random number drawing on everybody that did shares and send them 5 cards in the mail. So just watch in the comments. I'll try and tag you if we're friends. And I will do a drawing to send you 5 free cards. So I hope you have a wonderful night. Did anybody have any... Oh, the handle on the magnets. Yeah, I just made that out of washi tape. So here it is. And I just kept hitting it with retired washi tape. I just, you know, they're kind of hard to hold on to. And sometimes if you want to place something, it doesn't necessarily work. So this makes it so easy to just pick up and move around. And it makes it so much easier to work with. So, yep. I made my own handles and the color book, yay! A lot of new names to learn. You guys are great. Does anybody have any more questions for me? I'm just going to give it one more minute. Actually, I'll stick this together while we're waiting. Let's see. Nothing like answering questions here while I've got you. I have to say, my favorite new embossing folder is the Tuft embossing folder. It's just so beautiful. My husband looked at it today and he's like, oh, those are like the interior of those black and white cars. I'm like, yeah, it is, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Hopefully I get to see you next month in person. Okay. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, Celia, it's my favorite one. Let me see. I don't even know what I did with the third card. I threw it. There it is. So those are the 3 projects for the host code. And that goes through June 30th for helping me meet that last goal and getting over my hump. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. I appreciate you.